Alright, hey, hello guys, this is Michael coming in, and today I'm going to be showing you how to do a stylized texture in Mudbox. Something similar to this bed that I made here the other day. Stylized wood. I'm going to be doing it on a hanging bookshelf for a project that I'm working on with a friend of mine. But let's get started here. You've seen. Don't save. Alright, so I got my bookshelf here. It's already been unwrapped inside of 3ds Max 2012, and the application I'm using is Autodesk Mudbox 2012. Alright, now let's get started. So first I'm gonna select a dark color here. I've already got my color, a little color prefab here, you know, a bunch of different colors that I'm gonna be using for this. Use a stamp here. I have to size my brush to the model. Alright, I need something a little bit smaller for this. And let's work right here. Alright. And just gonna add some strokes here. Oh, and the size for my my paint layer, I'm gonna set the size to 4096 by 4096 to 16-bit in the diffuse. If I need it to be smaller, I can scale it down later on in Photoshop or another paint application. If I wanted, you know, 1024, 512, or 2048 or whatever, but yeah. Let's see here, I need something a little darker. Let's go up to about 40 strength. Alright. Just making some strokes here. Same thing on this side. More strokes back here. I'm going to do some strokes on the front to get my lines looking more like wood here. It's going to be stylized, of course, so don't want it to look super realistic. Some wood grain up top here. Making sure all the wood grain flows the same way. If I had wood grain going like this, it probably wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. You know, I want the flow to look pretty realistic. Something that won't draw your attention away from it. Alright. Same thing on the underside. It's not bad. I'll add a new layer. Same thing, 4098 by 4098, 16-bit. I'll drop the strength of this brush down to about 11. Let's see. Just making my wood and everything darker here. Setting up my shadows in this layer. Don't have it everywhere, but it'll be covering a large majority of the model. Since I want this wood to look a little, you know, I guess you could say lacquered wood. Oh. Just 1 second, let me cut my RAM on. Fast defrag. Give me a little bit more speed. Alrighty. Let's do a new layer here. I'm just going to add some more shadow detail. More shadows in around the some more intricate shadows though. They'll go around the strokes I've made. And if you hear any noise in the background, please ignore it. It's my girlfriend and my baby doing girlfriend and baby stuff. Missed one. Jeez, usually Mudbox doesn't freeze on me this much. I'm imagining it's my my recorder, probably mixed with the texture size, because I'm working on a pretty large texture size, so I'm imagining that it's using a lot of RAM and GPU. The computer I use has got about 8 gigs of RAM and a i5 processor. Still not enough. And it froze again. Oh, there we go. there, slowly but surely. I'll just do these a little faster. Alright, first layer or second layer of shadows. Let's see. Let's actually go back here. Go back to the second layer and I'll add a little bit more strength on that first layer of shadows here. Some places. Okay. I'll do a new layer. It's going to be my first light area, and this is the opposite of, you know, the dark shadows. Instead of using a black, you know, the value of black, I'll just use the value of white. Got that already selected here. Turn it down and use this to define those lighter areas of wood. Try to keep them kind of close to my my dark areas. So I put a lot of detail into my stylized normal maps. Don't really rely so much on normals, or my diffuse maps I should say. I don't really rely a whole lot on normal maps and things like that. So I make it look as if there's a normal map on the texture. Which there's nothing wrong with using a normal map. I just haven't had the chance to try it out yet with my stylized textures. Yeah. you know, keep my diffuse texture similar to like the older PS2 era, like Radiata stories and things like that. It's the kind of diffuse textures I like to make, diffuse stylized textures at least. Okay. Not too shabby. Well, I actually forgot to do my darker colors on this part here, so I'll go back and I'll grab this black here and plant that in. I'll do a new layer, and I'll use this one to add some separation between these pieces of wood here. This wood isn't magically welded together. There'd be a reason for it being here, so I gotta do that with the texture here. Pretty much how I do that is just making a darker area, you know, showing that the wood is divided. Might have to go back over it later because I will be playing with the strengths of the layers. You know, once I get the color and everything in. It's nice to see I'm not having as much lag as I was beforehand. I have to cut this up into 2 parts to this video. It's getting close to 20 minutes. 20 minutes in length. I guess I can do that. Let's put it here, signifying where the corners are. Actually, I cut the wireframe on so I can do that, so I know where everything is. Alright. Okay. It's not looking too shabby. And do the same thing, just add another layer, light or white layer, to, you know, add some value to those dark strokes I just made. Nice and subtle. Alright, it's not looking too shabby. Let's make a new layer. It's gonna be my brown layer. Let's see, I'll do this here. Change it from a normal to a hard light layer. Scale my brush up and paint in my wood. My color. Not too bad. Let's turn my wireframe off. See what we got here. Yeah, it's not too shabby. Some cleanup work I gotta do though. Some darker areas. Change the levels on some things. Let's see. Let's keep that up pretty high. Let's play around with the layer type here. So let's change its color to while we're at it. Let's try this color brown. Painting over the older one. There we go. It's a little better to me. Yeah, that looks better. Go with the strength on it. Trying to give it that older look, not a fresh wood. Yeah, there we go. Alright, yeah, that's it's texturing this hanging bookshelf thing. Yeah, it's not a bad texture. Actually, I probably so add a new layer here. That darker color I used, I could use it here. There we go. A nice dark value there. Nice dark value. Nice dark value. There we go. Let's check what this looks like with the lighting on. We do see gallery light. Might not be the right kind of light. Okay, yeah, there we go. That'll work. Down here. Yeah. Alright. That's my wood texture tutorial in Mudbox. Thanks for watching.